In today's video we will learn how to grow an onion. First, what is onion? Onion is a type of edible bulb vegetable that is widely used in cooking and is a member of the allium family, which also includes garlic, leeks, and chives. It has a characteristic pungent taste and odor, and is available in various colors, including white, yellow, and red. Now, let's proceed on how to plant an onion. Step 1. Choose a sunny location with well-drained soil for planting onion. Selecting a spot for planting onions that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily and has soil that does not retain excess water. This is important because onions require plenty of sunlight for photosynthesis and growth, and well-drained soil helps prevent root rot and other problems associated with waterlogged soil. A sunny location with well-drained soil will provide the ideal growing conditions for onions, helping to ensure that they mature into healthy, robust plants with plump, flavorful bulbs. Step 2. Decide between using seedlings or seeds for planting, choosing between two options for planting onions, either planting seedlings that have already sprouted, or planting seeds that will germinate and grow into seedlings. Using seedlings is a quicker option as the seedlings have already sprouted and are ready to be planted. They can be obtained from a garden center or nursery. On the other hand, planting seeds can be a more cost-effective option, and allows for a wider range of onion varieties to be grown. However, it requires patience and time for the seeds to germinate and grow into seedlings. The decision between using seedlings or seeds for planting depends on personal preference and the available resources, such as time and budget. Both methods can lead to successful onion harvests if the soil, water, and growing conditions are appropriate. Step 3. Prepare the soil by loosening it to a depth of at least 8 inches and incorporating organic matter, like compost. To prepare the soil for planting onions by making it loose and ready for root growth. This involves using a garden fork or tiller to loosen the soil to a depth of 8 inches or more, making it easier for the roots to penetrate and establish themselves. Additionally, incorporating organic matter such as compost into the soil helps to improve soil structure, fertility, and drainage, which is important for healthy onion growth. Step 4. Plant onion seedlings by digging shallow holes, inserting seedlings with top of bulb above soil, and spacing seedlings 4-6 inches apart, rows 12-18 inches apart. When using onion seedlings for planting, dig a small hole in the prepared soil, and insert the seedling into it, with the top of the bulb, the part that was closest to the light when growing in the tray, exposed and just above the soil surface. Then, plant the seedlings 4-6 inches apart from each other, and space the rows of seedlings 12-18 inches apart. Planting the seedlings in this manner allows for adequate space for the bulbs to mature and grow to their full size. The rows should be spaced far enough apart to allow for easy access for weeding, harvesting, and other maintenance tasks. By following these spacing guidelines, the onions will have the necessary growing space and access to sunlight, air, and nutrients to produce high-quality bulbs. Step 5. Plant onion seeds by sprinkling on soil, covering with 1/4 inch soil, and watering thoroughly. This method allows the seeds to be evenly spaced and helps ensure good seed-to-soil contact, which is important for proper germination. Covering the seeds with a shallow layer of soil helps keep them in place and protects them from being eaten by birds or other wildlife. Watering thoroughly after planting helps settle the soil around the seeds and provides the moisture necessary for germination. By following these steps, the seeds will have the best chance to germinate and grow into healthy seedlings, which will later develop into strong, productive onion plants. Step 6. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged, means to maintain an adequate level of soil moisture to support healthy onion growth, while avoiding overly wet conditions that could lead to root rot or other problems. Onions require consistent moisture, especially during the seedling and bulb development stages. Keeping the soil consistently moist helps ensure that the roots have access to the water they need to grow and develop properly. However, it's important to avoid overwatering, as this can lead to waterlogged soil and create conditions that are conducive to root rot and other soil-borne diseases. It's important to monitor soil moisture levels regularly, and water as needed to keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. This can be achieved by using a soil moisture meter, checking the soil regularly with your fingers, or by observing the plant's appearance and growth rate. By maintaining an appropriate level of soil moisture, the onions will have the best chance to grow into healthy, productive plants. Step 7. Fertilize the onions with a balanced fertilizer every 4-6 weeks. To provide the growing onions with additional nutrients by applying a balanced fertilizer at regular intervals. Onions require a steady supply of nutrients to grow and produce high-quality bulbs. A balanced fertilizer contains the key nutrients that onions need, including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, in equal or near equal proportions. Fertilizing every 4-6 weeks helps to ensure that the onions receive a consistent supply of nutrients, which can help to promote healthy growth and maximize bulb production. Fertilizer can be applied by spreading it evenly on top of the soil around the plants, and then watering it in. It's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions and use the appropriate amount of fertilizer, as too much fertilizer can damage the plants or lead to other problems. By providing the onions with adequate nutrition through regular fertilization, the plants will have the resources they need to grow and produce high-quality bulbs. Step 8. Thin the seedlings to 4-6 inches apart. Once they have grown several inches tall, remove some of the seedlings and space them at 4-6 inch intervals, once they have reached a certain height. When planting onions from seed, it's common for multiple seedlings to emerge in close proximity to each other. However, if the seedlings are left too close together, they may compete for resources and sunlight, which can lead to poor growth and reduced bulb production. Thinning the seedlings involves removing some of the seedlings and spacing the remaining plants at 4-6 inch intervals. This helps to ensure that each plant has enough room to grow and develop properly, and helps to prevent overcrowding. To thin the seedlings, carefully pull out the excess plants, leaving only one seedling every 4-6 inches. This can be done when the seedlings have reached several inches in height and are large enough to handle without damaging the roots of the remaining plants. By thinning the seedlings, you can help to ensure that the onions have the space and resources they need to grow into healthy, productive plants and produce high-quality bulbs. Step 9. Harvest the onions when the tops begin to yellow and fall over. Carefully dig out the bulbs, brush off excess soil, and allow them to cure in the sun for a few days before storing. To gather the mature onions at the right time, prepare them for storage, and preserve their quality. Onions are ready to harvest when the tops begin to yellow and fall over, which is a sign that the bulbs are mature and ready to be harvested. To harvest the onions, carefully dig out the bulbs using a garden fork or spade, being careful not to damage the bulbs. Once the bulbs have been harvested, it's important to allow them to cure in the sun for a few days. This allows the outer skin to dry and harden, which helps to preserve the quality of the bulb and increase its storage life. After curing, gently brush off any excess soil from the bulbs and remove the tops, leaving about an inch of the stem attached. The onions can then be stored in a cool, dry, and well-ventilated location, where they will keep for several months. By harvesting the onions at the right time, curing them properly, and storing them correctly, you can help to preserve their quality and maximize their storage life. That's it. Hopefully you like this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and don't forget to like and share.